Welcome to the Spring 2022 Pioneers in Engineering Robotics competition. This year's game is Cosmos Unknown. Your mission is to work together with your fellow astronauts to research and establish yourselves on Planet 14. To do this, Blue and Gold alliances will need to collect resources across the nearby area to support your campsites. Prior to your arrival, satellites have detected the presence of life on the planet. Research has identified them as the Pioneers, friendly aliens also exploring Planet 14. Command has requested that you make contact with the Pioneers to help with your mission. Cosmos Unknown begins on a 12-foot by 16-foot carpeted field divided by a midline. There are resources at various locations which can be collected. 12 pieces of food are scattered throughout the field. These can be scored in the campsites. At the center of the field is an ice rink with blocks of ice. Ice is also scored in the campsites. On each side of the field is a quarry. There are two resources in the quarry, stone and ore. Stone is scored in the campsites, while ore can only be scored by putting it into the refinery. Note that the refinery filters out ore from stone. There are 6 campsites where food, ice, and stone are deposited. Each slot shows what resource it accepts. Both alliances have access to all 6 of the campsites, but they are only allowed to use the side with their colors. Campsites have rotatable satellite dishes, which can award additional points at the end of the game. Note that you are not allowed to rotate the dish until you have restocked at least one resource in that campsite. At 2 opposing corners of the field are the receivers. These are used after rescuing a Pioneer. The 2 ships are used during endgame. An alliance can only use their assigned ship. They are segmented into 3 levels: the deck, the engine room, and the command room. Note the cavity behind the command room. The game begins with an autonomous period, where driverless robots complete certain tasks with varying point values. Each robot can begin with up to 2 resources already loaded in. You can receive points for completing different tasks during this period. Details are in the rulebook. After the autonomous period is the teleoperated period, where an assigned driver takes control of the robot to complete more tasks. These include placing resources into the correct slot, processing stone/ore, spinning the satellite dish so the antenna matches the alliance and quantity, rescuing a Pioneer, and completing the coding challenge. At some point during the teleoperated period, a blizzard will occur. During a blizzard, if a robot crosses the midline, it will be penalized 10 points. After the teleoperated period is endgame. In endgame, teams can score points by accomplishing the following: placing Pioneers into their designated ships, and parking inside an end zone by the end of the match. After the match ends, referees will tally up the points earned from campsites and satellites and award them to the alliances. Best of luck to you teams! We hope you enjoy Cosmos Unknown and may the best alliance win.